loved Garden Party. I really enjoyed this idea. I mean, Garden Party within itself gives off a feminine air to it. So to have such a female-centric cast to be performing was really special. I think showing the exhaustion within their movement of putting on this facade was really telling, and it says a lot about the performance that women have to do within these social settings as well. I thought it was very clearly portraying your message, and I really enjoyed it.
I thought this was a really interesting piece. I enjoyed the way they let us have the movement of the dance, but just overlaid it with all this sort of trippy overlaying. Really an interesting kind of unique take on it. Thought it was a lot of fun. Definitely worth checking out.
This film was very disorienting. The way it was edited, I was like, whoa, do I need a Dramamine? But as my brain kind of adjusted to these sort of cross-faded layers of like two things moving in different ways in different directions at the same time, I was able to sort of get into this sort of dimension, this sort of like weird space of like these ladies with these kind of delicate decorative floral backgrounds, and it kind of like hypnotized me into I was sort of viewing it differently than I would normally view something. Like normally when you're watching something, you kind of, your eyes kind of follow what you should focus on, and in this one, if you did that, at least I found if I did that, I would get sort of dizzy. So I kind of like blurred my eyes a little bit and sort of just let the images emerge and do what they were going to do, and I didn't get too attached to like trying to get information from any one piece or trying to make too much sense of it. And then eventually I kind of settled into this world that the filmmaker created, and I loved. Highlight was the betta fish. The betta fish was so cool.
I thought it was really interesting and intriguing seeing the one item that I feel encompasses domesticity or comfortability in the living room, which is the couch, and seeing that item placed in the outdoors, yet it was still a very manicured, controlled outdoors and domesticated wildness that it was placed on. Also interesting seeing the dancers take a seat on the couch, but never interacting with one another. Nobody ever joined them on the couch. They were always alone, and seeing these bodies all existing in the same space but not fully connecting at any times, just almost like in their own trance. I thought was really interesting.
I don't even know how to describe this experience. It's one of the coolest things I've seen on film. It's so unusual and so committed and well done. I'm floored by the way this is shot. The colorist, I think the colorist is who I need to be thanking for these cool shades of coloring and changing the way the film was done. And the music was interesting. Always kept me on the edge of my seat. It was very like, ooh, like what's going to happen with the music? It was really cool. These women were all phenomenal. Incredible dancers, beautifully expressive with their bodies, really clear on in their jobs and their storytelling, and it was really, really well done. I loved the costumes. They were gorgeous. I loved the special effects that were brought in, like the flowers morphing and all that kind of stuff was really cool. The locations were interesting. Just how this was shot was interesting. The editing was great. It's fascinating to watch. It's a trip. It's a real experience. It was very cool. Congratulations.